Every World Cup has one moment that breaks a country's heart. Before a single ball is even kicked in the biggest match. Not a missed penalty. Not a red card, an injury. And it never happens in a random group game nobody cares about. It happens right before the match that actually matters. So is this bad luck? Or is something else going on? Let's get into it. Here's the first thing people get wrong. Injuries are not random accidents scattered evenly across a season. In theory, a torn muscle can happen on any given day. In practice, the risk spikes dramatically right before major tournaments. And there is a reason for that. Players are pushed to their absolute physical limit in the weeks leading into a World Cup. Extra training camps, extra warm-up matches, extra intensity, all designed to peak at exactly the wrong biological moment. Think about it from the body's perspective. Muscles and joints do not care about a tournament schedule. They care about accumulated stress. By the time a player reaches the final stretch before kickoff, they have already absorbed an entire club season worth of damage. Add international travel, different pitches, different climates, and suddenly the body is operating on fumes, exactly when the stakes become highest. Here is where it gets interesting. There is also a psychological layer to this. Players know a World Cup only comes around every 4 years. That knowledge changes behavior. Athletes push through pain they would normally rest on. They hide knocks from medical staff. They convince themselves a slight strain will heal itself in time. This sounds simple, it is not. That mentality is exactly how a small niggle turns into a season-ending tear, at the worst possible time, for reasons the athlete created themselves without realizing it. Look at the pattern throughout history. Neymar suffered a fractured vertebra right before the 2014 semifinal on home soil, ending Brazil's tournament hopes in an instant. Mohamed Salah went into the 2018 final carrying a shoulder injury that visibly limited him in the biggest match of his career. These were not isolated incidents. They are the same story repeating. Different names, different countries, different tournaments. There is also a cruel mathematical reality behind all of this. A knockout tournament has zero room for recovery time. In a normal league season, a player can rest for 2 weeks and return without consequence. At a World Cup, missing even one match can end a career-defining opportunity permanently. That pressure to play through injury, rather than protect long-term health, is baked directly into the format itself. Then there is fatigue accumulation, which nobody outside sports science really understands. By the time knockout football arrives, players have already competed in 3 group matches within roughly 2 weeks. Add extra time, add penalties, add travel between host cities. The body's injury risk does not increase gradually. It spikes sharply the moment fatigue crosses a certain threshold, and that threshold is reached right as the tournament becomes must-win. Whether you like it or not, this is why the biggest stars so often look compromised in the exact matches the world is watching closest. It is not weakness. It is not bad fortune either. It is the direct result of overloaded bodies being asked to perform at their absolute peak, at the exact moment those bodies are running on empty. So next time a star player pulls up injured before a final, remember this is not some cosmic joke. It is physiology, fatigue, and psychology all colliding at the worst possible second. In a format built with almost no room for recovery. If breakdowns like this make you understand football differently, subscribe. Because there is always more happening beneath the surface than the scoreboard shows. You are welcome.